Alright everybody, just a quick update. I think about a month ago they started setting in this pole, and then they added, randomly they would drive by and add what you see here. There's a reflector on the bottom. There's a reflector, right here. There's a metal thing up there which probably gives you the pole number. Nothing really going up. All this big junk on the bottom, on top of the screen, that's all phone and cable. And this right up in the middle here, right in the middle where that orange thing is, that's the old, the current power being used. You could see it dart, on the roof line to my neighbor across the street. So what they did was, instead of, I guess, just throwing up the old three-phase, which you can't see now, they cut the pole right above the light here on the left. The pole went up maybe another 4.5, 5 feet. And I guess I have to review the previous video you watched. There was another three-phase line to the left of the new line, of course. And they added all their insulators and whatever the hell that is up there. And they were smart, and they ran all brand new lines wherever they had to ran them, and then they powered them. Because obviously the pole to the left is cut, and there's no more high tension lines being used. So those lines are now active. They're thicker. They're probably insulated more well, definitely because of weather. What they added today was right there in the middle. Let's see if I can zoom in. Right in the middle of the screen. There was a pulley right where that metal bracket was, and they were pulling a line from east to west. By the time I got home, that's what it looks like. Well, guess what? They went a step further, I guess. That's going to be the new power line. So they're going to eliminate the line right below it, where that little orange, insulator is, probably so it doesn't rub on the telephone pole as the wind hits it. And they're going to either, I don't know if it's in the budget, but I'll be very curious to see if they run each line brand new to each house. Or they're going to pull it. We'll see. You could probably get away with the neighbor's line, which is just the left of that orange thing. And you could probably go up and to the right. And then up and to the left would be my line. But my connections are more to the left, behind, there you go, just to the left, maybe right here. That's where my line is. So that's a stretch from there to there. So we'll see. One day I'll come home. There's no easy way of doing it. You're going to have to cut the connections, kill the power to the house. And depending on what kind of load there is, they're going to get a hefty spark when they reinstall it. But at least we're getting new power lines on the pole, and it looks to be at least 2 feet higher than the original line. So I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll be very, very curious to see what happens to all this phone and cable mess. Thanks for watching in advance. Thanks. Watch. Oh, what's he doing? You naughty man, you. I see you. So I came home today and rinsed off the wife's car because it was all dusty, salty and what have you. They were on the block a little while ago. They were temping out. They did the neighbor across the street. You can see that. Then that's for me. And then everything else. So the guy was nice enough to come over and say, hey man, you're going to be around in the morning? I said, no, we leave at this time and that time. All right, we get here around 8. You're next tomorrow, All right. I said, hey, can you replace the line? Well, I mean, I can. I got to stretch out the material anyway. Normally what we'll do is we cut it 3 or 4 feet, and then we'll just put extenders on it And they're fine, and then you could call and request if you really don't want the extenders. Oh, okay. I said, well, he goes, well, I'm doing it. What's the difference? I said, you tell me, he looked up there and he's like, yeah, well, I could do it. I'm like, all right. He's like, you plan on changing your service anytime soon? I said, well, I'd like to. It's 150. It's 150 amp. I'd like to make it a 2 if I can, if the space allows me. Yeah, well, 2 is 1/aught. It's a thicker wire. It's the actual wire that's up there now. It's 1/aught right in the middle there, and then we bring less gauge, depending on the service. I said, oh, well, listen, what, you think you could do that? Yeah, I'll get some 1/aught from the yard, throw it on the truck, and I'll give you 1/aught. I said, well, I won't be home, and I don't mean to be obnoxious, but how will I know? Oh, it'll be totally thicker than this wire here is now. You'll definitely know if I did it or not. I said, oh, okay, good, all right. Hey, listen, what about the street light? Yeah, we're gonna move the street light over tomorrow. I said, yeah, this is the old one. I said, what about that new LED stuff? Oh, yeah, I'll leave the photo cell off so it doesn't turn on, and then you just call. You call every single day until someone changes it, and they'll change the head to an LED one. He's like, yeah, we did that down there. The different crew comes out for the LED one. All right, man, let me go. I got to get out of here. So that's a quick update, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.